Are you someone who's starting brand new in the real estate career, but you're not 21, 31, maybe not even 41, and you're like, holy cow, I need to make this work? Wow, I get you. I started at 55 and it's tricky. This is a whole different career. Even if you've done sales, that will come in handy though. But the truth is you can do it. Now, the market is changing dramatically. This is May 2024 and NAR has just changed the real estate world dramatically with this whole lawsuit thing that's going on. It's okay. It's actually a good thing if you're just getting in now. You're going to know how to do it right from the beginning. If this sounds of interest to you, please subscribe below. Stay tuned because I got more tips for you. So it's very important that you have a plan of action, that you have an outline like, how do I start? How do I get going? I wrote a little book called From Rookie to Rockstar because I was a rookie just like you. And it's downloadable. It's free. I'll have the link in here for you. And it's an outline. Now, it doesn't address anything that has to do with NAR because that's all brand new. However, we'll touch on that in a minute. What I'm encouraging you to do is please ask me questions below. Say, Kath, I'm kind of lost here. I don't know where to start. There's choices in companies that you pick. There's choices in so many avenues within real estate. But the big thing is that you have a plan and you treat it like a business. I'm going to tell you that. That's the most critical part. I think new agents need to start on a team. I think you need support. I think that you need to pay attention to the business that you align yourself with. In this industry, there's been a huge change in how real estate companies are even being done. The meta companies, like the one I'm in, which is EXP, and I will clearly lean heavily toward that one because I've been with now 5 different companies in my career and have seen this one offers so much. It was the leader in the meta transformation, meaning going from brick and mortar to cloud-based. And why is that important? Money. That's why. One thing, the brick and mortar, which are the franchises, if you're an owner of that franchise, you're paying a franchise fee or one or the other. You've got to pay a fee to the franchise, and even the agents pay a fee to the franchise. No one's the real owner of that except the real top guy who's selling off all those different franchises, right? So wouldn't you love to be an owner? With EXP, you can be an owner. And they started 13 years ago. They were the first to come up and literally change the industry. And because they are so solid now, they've made their mistakes along the way. They are the leaders. Have others attempted to copy that formula? Yes. They're worth checking into. Pay attention. Compare apples to apples, not apples and oranges. No matter what, you need mentorship and you need guidance through the process. I'm, again, big believer in a team. Don't start this on your own, especially in this era with the changes with NAR, because there are big, serious changes. There will be agents who get to the closing table and find out that they didn't do something right and they're not getting paid, because either their firm didn't teach them or they chose not to dive in and find out what was necessary in these changes. It's very important. At EXP, they're so progressive at this. We will know. And if an EXP agent doesn't know, then they did not dive in as well. This is your business. It's important for you to dive in, so don't forget that. Now, the other thing is, when you're picking that company in today's arena, having ownership in the company is a big deal, because I'm going to tell you, if you're like me, starting later in life in this career and just selling houses, you will find yourself much older and really not have accumulated a whole lot of money, because you're just learning the business, building up, you're getting older, and unless you've got a stream of income coming in from some other source, you're going to be in trouble. And that's what many, many agents are facing right now. That doesn't have to be you. These other companies have come up with residual income as well and stock, like EXP. I don't believe they compare, but that's up to you to figure that out. If you want a full analysis, you want to come to me and say, Kathy, lay it all out, be happy to. So here's what I've seen. I came over almost 7 years ago. It's changed my life. When I started over at 55, almost 56 by the time I got into the real estate industry in 2006 when the market was climbing and then it crashed. So when it crashed, it created a whole new arena for the marketing of how you're going to sell your houses, who was even selling their houses, how could people buy. Mostly people were upside down. That was a fortunate time for me because I learned how to address it in that time frame, right? That'll be an important time frame for you because you're going to learn how to address it right from the get-go, and you're going to figure it out, and you're going to actually make money, maybe even better than the ones that have been in for a long time, because you're being taught how to do it the way that it works for the system now, right? Which is all about buyer agency commission. So you may like this book because it talks about finding a niche, talks about working your business, about paying attention to all the things that are for sale for realtors to buy that are supposedly going to make you rich. Be careful. Careful about buying those leads. Those are some of the most seductive ones in the world. Don't necessarily go that path. Work your sphere. When I moved here, I had no sphere. I knew one person. However, that's where networking groups are important. Not a big fan of joining the chamber because there's so many realtors in there already. I'd rather they be more personal, like even on a charity. But if you're going to do these different other networking groups, get involved with leadership because that's where you really make personal relationships. It is a slower process. I'm a big believer in open houses. I'm a big believer in doing videos. I just did one right before this where I talk about how to do your video on a listing. So here you are, a new agent, and you don't have any listings. Well, maybe some of the agents in your office will let you do a video on it and try and get some buyers from it. At EXP, especially in the Charlotte area here, we have a specific Facebook group where all the agents take their listings, they put them in there, and by doing that, they're giving full permission for other agents to utilize that to market them. You see how strong that is? I go on a listing appointment and I say, not only do you get my great marketing, but you get EXP agents, all local agents here that are able to go out and market it as well. And they do. And why is that important? Because their sphere is different than mine. Their target is different than mine. If it's a luxury client, I am a luxury EXP agent. I have a whole luxury opportunity of how I can market to 80 different platforms, many of which are global. And that is a big market going on right now. So follow that book, download that book. It's just a guideline. It's an outline of different mindsets and stuff. Also, mindsets. Let's talk about that for a minute. Pay attention to your mindset. It is easy to be discouraged in this business. You have to be building yourself up. I've got quotes in there at the end of every chapter that's an empowering quote. At the back, I have, I think, 20 different books that are empowering books to kind of get your personal development up, your sales skills up, because this is your business, buddy. You better be working it, and it's something that you're going to focus on. So I know you can do it. And if you've got questions, please ask me questions. You want to learn more? Do. You want to learn about EXP and say, oh, at least I checked that off my list, but I'm going to go here? That's okay. I believe in the company I'm with based on the ones that I've seen, based on the people who I've seen struggle in the industry, based on the ones who want to have cash coming in. I have a substantial cash flow coming in for residual income on a monthly basis that I love. That's equivalent to having over $1 million in my bank account. It's very comforting. If you want things like that, some of the other meta companies offer a similar thing. They're all not created equal. Check them out. Do it for yourself. Ask me questions. Subscribe below, and let's see if I can't help you further. And I'll have that link for the Rookie to Rockstar in there as well. Hope to hear from you soon. Stay tuned and spread the word. I got a lot more coming.